All right, so we're back. Let's take it easy. We're going to cover this chart until we're done with it, and then we'll be done with it. What we can draw from it, we'll draw from it and move on. So these cages here are tri-note cages. All right, so they have 3 tripentatonic scales in each in each note position. So there's actually 9 tripentatonic scales in each one of the cages. And then what I've done is put the cages together and made one gigantic fretboard. So this G part here would be like here. Okay, and then I actually improved it by using some square stuff with the Excel square boxes. It's just nothing. I just, sized some boxes up and grabbed a bunch of them, and then I filled in all the numbers. I didn't use Excel to fill in the numbers. I used Paint. Because Excel likes to put the numbers where it wants to put the numbers, and it just doesn't work out. So I've got the Excel boxes, which are very valuable. Okay, because I knew I was going to want to be doing things like, all right, let's look at the first position only, and some of them weren't lined up with the other one I had done completely by freehand. So what I've done in this situation here, in the next cage, the next chart rather, is the following. Here it is. Okay, here we have a little review board about, here's your tri-note. So it's an example, root 4/5, and then the minor would be 6/2/3, 1/4/5, 6/2/3. As far as Ionian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, Dorian, Phrygian. That I mean 3. I don't mean just a note. I mean the entire arpeggio off of that being the relative roots. These are the relative roots of the arpeggios. Here's our familiar little thing that we did, separating once you warped everything over and cut 5/6 string patterns out. Okay, and then up here we have a little bit, remember, root 4/5 is 1/4/5, 6/2/3 is Roman numeral 6. It might be a little hard to see. 6/2/3 is Roman numeral 6, 2, and 3. Root 4/5 major tri-note is 1, 4, and 5 mode. Ionian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, Dorian, and Phrygian. Which, by the way, according to some history, I think those were provinces or cities or towns in Greece. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but that's I think what they said they were. And I guess each town had its own scale. So what I've done here to make it easier, okay, is we have the monstrosity up here. Now notice, and I've worked very hard on this to make it not wrong, not misleading. That's why you see dark colors down here, because there's no color assignment for the 3 of them. If I made the color, the C color would be yellow here. Don't worry about the color, the fretboard labels. This is just the major C root color, and this is the major 6th color. But if I made these colors all the C color, then the G color would be wrong. And we'll see how that helps us. So we have our tri-note fretboard here, okay, and we've got our 9 pentatonic scales per I'm going to get a better color than this, so it stands out, per cage. So here's the C cage. Okay, for all intents and purposes, that's the C cage, but you could kind of say it's the G cage. You could kind of say it's the E cage too. it does contain the E cage, but when you go and call it a G cage, it has to be a modal G, a G-shaped C. Okay, and we're going to see how that works out. How does that work? So let's look at the middle one. Now, instead of me going like this, okay, here's how we're going to look at the middle. I'm going to mask these out. Okay, and we're only going to look at the middle one. Instead of doing that, I've gone ahead and made the entire center fretboard. So here's the Tri-Note fretboard for the left. Okay, you notice how things are simplifying here? And here's the Tri-Note center, Tri-Note position to center position. Okay, so this is it. This is the G box we were talking about. So it's G cross C cross D. Again, it's up here, G root, okay, C fourth, D fifth. Over here, for some reason, I had the notion to go back to just, instead of going G fourth, G root, C fourth, D fifth, to just put G cross C cross D. You know that means 1, 4, 5, because the fourth of G is C, the fourth of C is D. Okay, that for the most part works, although if you look at this, the fourth of E is A, and the fifth of A, by the way, the fourth of G is C, the fifth of G is D, the fourth of E is A, the fifth of E is B, but we augment that C. Why do we do that? Just a little review. The way that works out is with the string circle, okay, because of the tuning third, what we have is E goes to C there, it doesn't go to B, because then it would just be a circle of fifths going this way. C, it'd go C, G, D, A, E, let's start on E low again, E, and then to B, then to F sharp, then to C sharp, then to A sharp or something. No, to G sharp, and from G sharp, it would, just continue on to D sharp to the key of E flat, so it would continue on and on. Instead, cage is a 5-chord system. It's either the key of cage, the key of A, key of C, key of A, key of G, key of E, or key of D, or it's shaping, so it would be the C-shaped C, and then we have the A-shaped C, okay, and then we have the G-shaped C, the E-shaped C, and the D-shaped C. So it's a 5-chord system. So we go back to the C with an augmented, the fifth of E is a B. We augment it to get to the C to fit it back in. And then going in fourths, we go, let's start, say, here on the A. A shape goes to D, fourth of D is G, fourth of G is C, but the fourth of C is an F because we're not going to go into F and B flat and E flat and A flat. It's not a circle of fourths, it's a string circle. So it's like a magic circle. It's like a cage circle. So now remember, cage is C-A-G-E-D. C-A-G-E-D, or C, and then just skip every other one, right? That would be, when we go in fifths, okay, that would be the cage circle itself. So when we go in fourths, going counterclockwise, but C goes to E instead of F. That's all that is. So we're back looking at our G box here now, okay, and in that center position. So, but first I want to just say, so that's why E goes to A and then goes to C, the fifth of